Welcome everybody to Three Kobolds Gaming, where we play Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and tonight we continue with the little old heroes of Absalom.
Ooh.
Now, I have made my players aware of the fact that we're getting close to the end of Book 2 here. And with the way Paizo writes their campaigns, that is the end of the first third of this story. We're somewhere in the low 60s. I think this is 64 or 65. So we're looking at total a little under 200 streams in 2 years, 3 years total runtime. Really gets you thinking. Really gets you thinking. But I'm thinking a lot more about the now. About the moments we are in. Let me give a little scene setting, because I want to jump in here. We're eager to be done with this murder pit. So let's just do a recap and jump right into it. You all have been down here for days now, off and on, fighting monstrosities, undead horrors, eldritch things, and now cultists and their mad necromantic creations. You assaulted the upper layer of the inner sanctum of this cult, the Skin Saw cultists. They swarmed you in their torture room. Wave after wave of cultists falling to arrow, to shield, to magical strike, to rapier. A few of their skin-stitched horrors fell closely thereafter, culminating in a Custo demon, which did quite a number on you, but again, all fall before the blades of the Secreteers. Eager to press forward, press your advantage, you head downstairs using the map provided by Danicus, the crudely drawn map of the sanctums. You head to the stairs, where you see a little modified robot, one of the dig widgets, with little brooms for front arms, just sweeping up, doing a little bit of Roomba action. You descend to find yourselves here. You get to the bottom of this spiraling staircase, yet again, another good 30, 40 feet below even where you were at. So now almost 100 feet below the city streets of Absalom. You find yourselves in this chamber where you branch off from this main path to find a room filled with prisoners. Prisoners in all states of consciousness, unconsciousness. Some look to be beaten to within an inch of their life. Some of them showing grievous scars, horrible injuries. And Kashak enters. This orcish man here begins pleading for you all to get them out of here as quickly as possible. They cannot take another moment down here. They need to go. And he's getting more and more fervent as Kachak tries to settle him, to figure out what's going on here. He's getting louder and louder. He's not yelling yet, but he is certainly perturbed. He's getting more and more frantic. And as Twinkletoes enters once more to try her hand at diplomacy with these fine folk, she looks over and sees a familiar face. The face of a halfling woman who happens to be her mother. And that is where we open. This woman looks up at you, Twinkletoes, and instantly you recognize her. But she just kind of glances past you As she looks up, you can see that her cheeks are sunken, hollow. She looks almost dazed. She has cuts, scrapes, bruises, as many of the other prisoners do, and as this moment of recognition happens, the sounds of the orcish man beside you, at once drowned out by the shock of finding your mother here, now begin to ring louder and louder in your ears. What do you all do?
Where is this orcish man right now?
Right next to you.
Okay.
It's this guy right here, and he's just
Kashak.
like, yeah.
Kashak and you're kind of going back and forth, like, please be calm. I can't be calm. Please be calm. And Kashak is trying to like make his way around him to like start maybe tugging at the chains or seeing how he's locked up, and whether it's just like, can I break the chain? Can I break the lock? Can I rip it out of the wall? What's the best way to go about this?
Roll a perception check. Twinkle Toes, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the man and put my hand up on his knee.
He's currently seated against the wall, so you're at about eye level with him.
And on his shoulder, which should be about on the right. And I say, "Sir, we're going to get you out of here as soon as we can. We will get you out. We need to make sure there's nobody else that we need to get out to."
Okay.
And I'm hoping to try diplomacy.
Please, yeah. And as you're speaking to this man, you all see that some of the other prisoners are beginning to like wake up a little bit more. They're beginning to kind of realize that somebody who isn't part of the cult is here. You all are obviously not dressed in the garb of the cultists. It's very, very standoutish. And you can see like some flickers of hope begin. Some people just saying, please, please, please. And this man, what did you get on the diplomacy? Twinkle Toes.
32.
32? All right. And the perception?
34.
34. So that you see all of them are chained to the wall, and the manacles themselves do have like locks on them, basically like padlocks. But, you know, some of them are chained so that they can't fully, you know, stand up. Some of them are chained so that they are forced to be seated. They're just all assortments of uncomfortable positions. They are chained to the walls here. You could theoretically break them or attempt to pick them, depending on your strategy. Twinkle Toes, he just looks at you and he says, "I'm so sorry. We have to get out. We have to get out." And he begins to like calm down. His voice is lowering, and he's going from like frantic to just defeated.
I take my lock picks out and start working on his locks in particular.
Okay.
And I think that Kashak would then turn to somebody else who's a little bit awake and ask if he could try to break theirs. Just he wants to see if he could do it, just to save time.
Yeah, there's like this old human guy who is like uncomfortably hanging. You can see that he's like on his tippy toes with his arms up against the wall. And he's just like, please, do whatever you need to do. Just get me down.
Do you want athletics for that?
Yeah, go ahead.
While Kashak is trying that, I think Oski is going to kind of address the western side of the room, and you know, as people are slowly waking up, and say, "We are going to get you out of here. These other adventurers here, they found me in a similar predicament to the one that you all are in currently. I was chained and locked in a place not much unlike this. These are good people, and we are going to get you out of here.
We also expect you to come with us in a life of servitude after we rescue you."
Besides that, that's obviously a joke. Bastard's going to also going to enter the room, and he's more going to do like some non-verbal cues. He's going to put his finger up to his lips, and he's going to tell the people to lower their voice. He's going to mix two feats right now. Glad Hand mixed with Group Impression. So I can target up to
Ooh.
10 people to make a diplomacy check to make an impression, since I'm a master in diplomacy. And Glad Hand lets me do it without having to have a 1-minute conversation with each person. It can just be immediate with a -5 check penalty to my.
Master of Baltorin.
That's
I love
awesome.
this.
You know,
I am diplomatic AF, dude.
You know what's fun? There are exactly 10 prisoners.
I know, yeah. So
Is
I
it,
was counting that. I was like, wow, awesome. What
is
was
it possible I could aid that check with what Oski said, or since I don't have
sure,
the
yeah, go
feats,
ahead.
is that not possible? Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Diplomacy.
Only one person aid.
It is a diplomacy with a
Uh,
-5.
They
for
don't
myself.
stack, but you can certainly try.
I successfully aided. You get a
Alright.
+1 to this roll.
So -4. Even better.
Nice.
And what's the total there, Bastro?
That's going to be a 26
A 26. Yeah,
for
so
each person in the room. Yeah.
all of them are just like trying to position themselves now, like quietly facing the locks or whatever, however they can maneuver to make it easiest, whether they're putting them off to the side against the walls so that Kashak could, bash them open, or getting them down to Twinkletoe's height so that she might be able to pick them.
Oski's going to start bashing as well when he sees Kashak doing
Sure.
that.
I'd like everybody to roll me a stealth while you're doing this.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yep. Are we
Individual
doing?
stealths or follow the expert?
You can do
I
that
think
however
follow
you
the
want to.
expert.
You can follow the expert, or you could roll your own.
I
don't
will
think
always want to follow the expert.
You can follow the expert. That doesn't qualify us for quiet allies, though. I think quiet allies is just when you're sneaking. So you
What
can
does that mean?
follow the expert. Just means that you
That's exploration mode. I believe.
It's not. I don't know if it'll really apply to this, to be honest.
We're in exploration mode right now, though, Dan.
Choose an ally attempting a recurring skill check while exploring.
I guess we are. Yeah.
I mean, this is exploration mode.
So if we're not in combat, we're always in
Yeah, I'll allow it.
exploration mode.
I don't see why not.
Okay, then that just means that you add your proficiency bonus +3. Will or Ben.
Yes, me. I'm rolling.
That's what that means for you.
Proficiency +3.
You had your level as a proficiency bonus +3, so you add 12.
Yeah,
Wasn't
you're,
sure if
you're attempting
quiet
to do
allies
this.
was different. I have the +12.
What did everybody get?
32.
Nice.
28.
28. Bastro,
22.
22. And Oski,
26.
26. All right, now I'm going to ask for an athletics check from Kashak and Oski, and a thievery from Twinkletoes, and that's kind of going to represent the average of how you do across all of these.
Yeah, I got a 30 for you on the athletics.
Could I also try? Or am I too busy making an impression for all of these?
No, you're not too busy. You can also try.
Okay.
Sounds like you did it pretty quick.
Athletics.
I
I
rolled
also
a
rolled
26 thievery.
26 thievery,
Woohoo, baby.
Also a 30 athletics.
30 athletics.
It's
Wow.
going to be a 32 for athletics.
God damn.
Everybody else can go home. Bastro will take care of the rest of this book.
Are you strong? Is your strength high?
My athletics is insane.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a beefy boy.
I am righteously mighty.
I mean, he's been juicing since age 12.
Or,
No,
or at
so
least since I got caught by that Strider. Or whatever. Strider. Yeah.
yeah, talk about performance enhancing drugs.
Yeah, literally. Magic make you a different ancestor.
You're the $1 million man of this universe.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, you all do a fairly good job of quickly and quietly either breaking or unlocking all of these people. It only takes you about 8 minutes, and you all feel relatively confident that I mean, you don't hear anything, like the door doesn't open, you're not hearing footsteps outside, you feel like you've got everybody out. of their bondage. You now have a bunch of beaten, sad people. Yes.
As I am unlocking my mother's restraints, is there any hint of recognition from her?
That depends. Are you trying to not conceal your identity as Twinkletoes?
Yeah, are you disguised right now?
I am disguised right now.
She does not recognize you.
She knows that name.
Yeah.
But she does not recognize you at this point with this disguise. I rolled for it. She did not pass.
I think Oski, once everyone is free, is going to begin passing out rations to folks, and he's just going to be saying, "Please eat this. If you're hungry, please eat something."
Kashak will do the same, and he's trying to give directions to how to get out of here most safely. Basically, go backwards from our path. So he's describing the route through the tools room, and then you pass the statue for the secret door. Once you get there, you'll go straight down. You'll see 2 portcullises, and in the statue room, you'll turn right, and then out the hallway. He's going over this like multiple times so that they can all hear it like with some sort of recognition, so that maybe it's, like everyone picks up a little bit of the details. They can piece it together. But I don't anticipate us walking them out of here to the front door. So they're going to have to figure it out without getting lost or running into undead. So he's trying to give those instructions as clearly as he can.
Sure. One thing you might be concerned about is things wandering around upstairs.
Doulahan. Okay, yeah.
And if any of them do make a wrong turn, you all did not fully clear any of the areas upstairs.
Maybe it's best if we have them wait and then we do lead them out.
Yeah.
We provide some food and water and just sort of say, "Sit tight. We'll be back for you."
Yeah,
I would never have expected them to be cool with sitting tight, which is why I was saying that. But like that's
No, Baxter will make a request to all of them. He'll just say out loud like, "Okay, everyone, just sit tight here. We're gonna clear out the rest of the menace that's down here in these crypts. Just stay here because it could be more dangerous if you leave this room." I don't know. Oh, I got that. That was amazing. It was a fly. So, shit. Okay. Hey, it fell on me. So basically, asking them to stay there. I don't know if that's a roll diplomacy again to make that request.
make a request. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, please do.
Okay. Not too bad. It's a 24.
24. Yeah, I mean, you see some of them just kind of like slump back to the ground, focused on the rations you're providing them. None of them look. You think there are some that are like very weak. There are some that don't look like they are all there. You think that sending this group unsupervised, it's probably not the right idea. So having them wait here, they look happy with the food and the water. Jinbi, the orc guy, his name is Jinbi. He's like fidgety. He looks obviously fidgety, but he looks much more complacent now that the chains are off, and he's like stretching, like pacing around a little bit, getting like feeling back in his hands and feet. And he just looks at you and says, okay. If anything comes, I'll take them out. Trying to use your directions. We'll just run, but I don't. If anything happens, I don't know if everybody will make it, but we'll try. We'll sit here.
Run if it's a last resort.
Yeah,
just try to stay here.
Yeah, we'll wait for you. But if any of the cultists come back, I'm gonna run.
What's your name again?
My name is Jinbi.
Jinbi. I trust you. I trust you to lead these people.
You're in charge, Jinbi.
He just gets a sick smile and then stabs you. Ha! That's what I've been waiting for this whole time. Yeah, he's just like, okay, we'll wait. And then he just kind of sits down cross-legged and starts nomming on some bread.
Astro, do you have maybe a healing blast you could do?
You know, Twinkletoes, I was thinking about possibly. I do have one up my sleeve. My only reason for not doing it right now is because I don't know what's beyond us. I don't want to alert undead that are within 30 feet of us. But I guess I could go to this eastern wall, where the orc is, and try to make sure that
He just told you his name.
Jinbi, yeah, sorry.
Do we know what's to the south of us? Perhaps that's not the only wall we have to be concerned with.
Exactly. That's. I just don't want to alert anyone to our presence as of right now.
I'm like looking right at my mom when I ask Bastra that question, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, you could go like, if it's
Bastra
a 30-foot
did say
area,
Twinkle Toes.
you could do this and get everybody.
When Bastra said Twinkle Toes, was there any recognition from her?
No. She looks pretty out of it right now. Again, she's like sallow-faced. She's got, her eyes are kind of glazed over. She looks like she's like cognizant. She's aware. She understands what's going on. But you don't think like she's probably been through quite a bit recently, and hearing that name in this moment is not triggering any memories for her.
PT, I'll leave it to you. If you want me to heal them, I can do it from an angle that I think will benefit us. But there will be a risk.
Does anybody look like they are in desperate need of healing in this room?
Define desperate, because they all look pretty beat up.
They all look pretty beat up.
It's like
Do
death's
any of
door.
them look like one.
None of them are going to die in the next hour. They all look like they have been pretty well beat up, but are clearly being not killed for some reason.
Kept alive.
Yeah.
But none of them are like at risk of actively just falling over in the near future.
Okay. I say we can protect them for now. They can stay in this room. We can come back and heal them later. But our top priority should be dealing with the cult immediately.
I agree. I take out my hand crossbow and I hand it to my mother and say, keep yourself safe until we return.
Okay. As she's grabbing it, she accidentally flips the safety and cocks you in the leg.
God damn it, mother!
Will is ready to kill all of us right now.
Jimmy's just like holding. Jimmy's holding the discarded chains he has to use as weapons, and he's looking hungrily at that crossbow. Like, I thought I was in charge.
I wanted the crossbow.
I wanted the cross. How come she gets a crossbow?
She just looks up
She's
and
tiny.
says, "Thank you, thank you. Please come back, please."
I will.
Oski is, while this is happening, like, leaving extra sets. So he's basically depleting himself of rations and, like, putting it in a nice little, like, almost placemat style setting in the middle of the room. Like, he sets it up with like, a little garnish on the outside and trying to make it as nice and neat as possible. I mean, this is literally how the group found him. So he's trying to provide as much as he can in the sense of food, because he understands the hunger that people who are in chains feel. So he's, every single morsel of food he has, he is leaving behind and trying to make look nice in like the middle of the room where he's standing.
That looks nice, Oski. I think they'll appreciate that.
Whatever I can do
Let's get going.
to help, I agree. Let's go.
What's the
Could
plan?
I perception check on this door here?
Sure.
Trying
You're
to
looking
listen.
for, what's your perception?
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to listen to the other side. Plus 18.
You hear the low sounds of some kind of liquid, like sloshing. It's just
No.
Mate, this is like
Don't like that.
sounds like it's like sloshing in like a basin of some variety.
Do we only see this far down this hallway?
If you had light, you would have seen.
What if you have dark vision?
Can't imagine
Or,
if
yeah,
it...
dark vision.
Yeah.
60 feet of dark vision.
You want to go back
What?
over?
that arrows just come flying.
Somebody has 60 feet of dark vision.
Like multiple
Oski
of us
does.
have 6 feet of dark vision.
I think
Yeah.
Astro does.
I think 2 of us do, yeah.
Yep.
You would have been able to see a room that opens up here. I don't want to reveal too much because the map would show more than what you would actually be able to see.
Sure.
But you see that just like 10 feet beyond where the darkness is, the room opens up and there appears to be this like big central stone piece. Might look like a table or something, but you were like 30 feet away from it and it's made of stone. That's kind of what,
Sure.
like a raised platform or table or something.
If this is another like ooze thing in there, I'm gonna be so upset.
Maybe we should.
Does it look like it goes to the room that's connected to this door? I'm trying to figure out what to do with Sheethra.
Sheethra might have to come down the hallway. It sounds like into this open
It
room.
looks like it leads in the same direction. Yeah, it looks
Okay.
like they meet
Yeah,
up.
I think we just open the door and figure it out.
Well, Pastor's gonna call to his party members. I'm assuming Kashak shared this info. The slot.
Yeah, for sure.
So like, I saw it down the hallway. I don't know if you others were able to see, but this open cavern most of the time there's something bad that comes, or something big and bad that comes into these open caverns. We fought all the oozes down here in open areas. I feel like it sounds like another ooze, or maybe even something worse. Should we perhaps try to cut our numbers in half? Like 2 of us go down the hallway, the other 2 burst open the door.
I could come from the main hallway on Sheethra's back and perhaps give a flank that way. That might work.
So Kashak, Sheethra, and then maybe myself go down the main hallway, and Oski and Twinkle Toes, as soon as you hear fighting, or if maybe we can yell like some kind of trigger word to have you guys burst through the doors.
Okay. We see
There-
the map that Danicus made for us again.
Yeah, I think that'd be helpful.
That actually would help a lot, yeah. Oh,
Go
yeah,
in.
the blood
The
room.
blood room.
Yes.
Go into the blood room.
We know these doors connect. Then we know these doors.
Yeah.
The door of the hallway connects. So I don't know if Oski would necessarily want to wait. He would just like once you all go, he would maybe wait like 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, and then open the door.
Yeah, that's fine.
We could plan
Yeah.
that as well.
Do you open the door?
Because you'll hear Sheethra sliding on the walls. She's
Well,
not very quiet down here.
Oski's gonna wait like 5 seconds once both Bastro and Kashak leave, and then he's gonna open the door. So wherever they are after like 5 seconds of them leaving.
To get 3 move actions, they could get pretty far. Bastard, are you leaving or are you staying in the room?
I'm leaving. I was not looking at roll.
Would you like to be in front or behind Sheethra?
I'll let you take the lead. Sheethra is I don't want to use the term meat shield, but
She snaps back at you like when you go past her. She kind of
so
chomps at you.
You open the door.
Zidal.
And you
Blood
see
room.
That's
Oh.
horrible. That's
bit
horrible.
more.
cancel.
into you see a bit more into the room from where you are now. You see this large, like 4-foot tall basin carved in stone. And inside of it, there's just a bubbling, miasmic pool of thick, partially coagulated blood.
If there's a blood ooze in there, I'm gonna scream.
Oh no.
You see that the ceiling rises up to about 25 feet, here from like 10, this room opens up, and there are these large chains that hang down from the ceiling with like meat hooks on them. And you just see a variety of humanoid parts being drained. Also, you see that there is a square opening in the ceiling where there's just blood dripping down slowly.
I think Oski's first reaction is do his best to not look at this, because as grotesque as it sounds, I think it might be a little triggering for Oski. So I think he's honestly going to do his best to like not really look at any of this, and just like instantly like avert his gaze, so to speak.
Right through your mouth.
Yeah, no, exactly, yeah. And he'll start to walk up.
That metallic tang just kind of wafts over you.
I imagine we kind of have padded and walked over into this room, and they're seeing the same thing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Oski will take a step out here and then roll a perception check.
Sure.
He's in defend mode for exploration, so like his shield is up at this point.
Please.
And Bastard's rolling perception for motion sense.
34.
34. You see that there are, like, on the far edge here, like on this side, it looks like there are stairs carved into the side of the basin, almost like a pool, like you would step into a pool.
Is the grate above also, or is that not?
The grate is
So, like, where that's
directly
open,
above
yeah.
the center.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. If you look up, you can like vaguely see the flickering lights of a torch far above you. Through.
Should we just go straight to the shrine?
I'm thinking maybe we should. What else? We just saw the map, but I don't remember what the other rooms were.
I don't think anything else is labeled. He doesn't really know. He didn't really know much about this chamber because he hasn't come down here
That's
very
true.
much.
Yeah, that's true.
There are lots of other rooms, but like he knows that the shrine is like where shit happens. Like we're full health, we're full resources. Like we can take some potions to buff up. Like I have some cool little like buff stuff to do.
I'm totally fine going straight for the shrine.
I say go for it.
Can we see the map really quick one more time?
No.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay.
want to see
It's
the
like all
shrine?
these weird chambers. Yeah, the shrine is just to the south. Okay, I'm totally cool going straight for the shrine.
Ordinarily, I would say cover your corners, but we're getting pretty strong now. I think we might be able to take something out pretty quick before alarms can be raised, and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling good.
And from the south, you just hear, "Hello. Hello, my precious victims. Why don't you come down and play?"
Great.
See? A very polite invitation.
What?
I wanted to thank you for getting rid of that prick Pratchett. He didn't work out, and I was going to kill him, but you did it for me. You just hear these echoing down the hallway
To the south.
to the south.
Okay.
Can I do a
And
sense mode?
As
this-
she is speaking, you see ripples beginning to form in the blood.
No.
And you
Blood
just
ripples?
watch as little tendrils
Oh,
of blood begin lifting out, floating through the air, and into the halls to the south.
Oh, we gotta go now. That's gonna be horrible if we let it happen.
yeah.
Go.
Yeah, I think so.
Why doesn't everybody
Oski's
roll
gonna-
me initiative?
Can I
Oh,
get
oh my God.
voice?
What are you attempting to learn from a sense motive?
See if it's Felice. See if it's
You don't need a roll for that. It is not.
It's not.
It's not Felice.
And seeing if I recognize it at all.
You do not.
Okay.
It is a
Will,
voice
from
you've
where
heard
I'm
before.
standing, is there an observed foe at all from where I'm standing?
You have 60 feet of dark vision?
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
While I'm measuring, why don't you throw up some combat music for me?
Scouts warning.
Just with the angles, there is no observed foe.
Okay.
Yeah, because you get like this, and then down to like that.
I figured I wouldn't from here, but wanted to ask anyway.
I'm gonna hand the torch back to Oski and draw the
So-
sword from the sheath of the
Hold
sword
up.
case.
Before you draw anything, we're in initiative. You can do that on your turn.
Also, wait, I think we had said last time Oski was already carrying the torch, so I was under the impression Oski was just always carrying the torch when we were in the prisoner room.
Sounds
call it-
good.
Let's call it that.
Kashak,
Am I rolling perception for this or stealth?
perception.
Okay, that is a 19 on the die for a 37
Only.
Oh my god.
only.
Oski.
25.
Bastrop.
26. Ha!
Twinkle Toes.
29.
All right.
Oh,
Kashak, you're up first. To nobody's surprise.
Kashak is going to draw and drink a Quicksilver Mutagen, which is going to give him a bonus to a variety of different dexterity checks and dexterity-based attack rolls. The only drawback is that I take damage equal to twice my level, and I take a penalty to fortitude saves, but I should be just fine with that. I will figure that out pretty shortly here. He's then going to, with his third action, command Sheethra to move towards the sound of the person.
Okay.
So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then how do you want to do this hallway here? Is that going to be... What are we thinking?
Well, I can give you. Oh, that's where you end up.
This is, my new movement is going to be starting now.
Yeah. Difficult terrain.
Okay,
Have to.
so then 10, 20, 30. What can I see down the rest of this hallwayington?
Yeah, about that. You see this. So you see that there are
Oh no.
the tendrils of blood are running into. It looks like one of the tendrils is running into this basin that is sitting, and in between, or on either side of this basin, you see two creatures, which look to be flayed humanoids that are like. I'm gonna need you to stick with me on this. Actually, I'll show you.
Oh, please show the art. Yeah, it's going to be horrifying, but awesome.
Yeah, this one is. Just fair warning. This is a little rough.
Content warning issued. Yeah.
They have
Oh, yeah.
these. They are basically flayed humanoids with
Ugh.
exposed like veins and blood vessels that appear to be moving
Oh, God.
the body and like almost like grasping vines, latching onto the wall, latching onto the
Wow.
ground to move it forward and keep it steady.
thanks. I hate it.
Yeah. Let's kill these pretty quickly, shall we?
That is what you see. You see this rivulet of blood floating through the air into this cauldron or this. They call them beers, but I don't really know what the difference is. B-I-E-R. Oh. Is that the end of your turn, Kashak?
It sure is. Yeah.
As always, it is a free action to cry. After Kashak. Kashak. You see a gross facsimile of a human woman step around the corner.
How gross.
Oh, great.
Give me a close up of that.
Yeah.
I've got it for you. Ooh, I'm gonna give you the. Yeah. This one.
Oh!
Carrying. Her body is like bloated. You see that she is covered in this like bone and tooth laden armor. She has a long, bloody chain with 2 meat hooks on either side.
Yeah, meat hooks.
She's got a variety of like butcher's knives, paring knives, skinning knives on her belt, and a large meat cleaver at her hip.
She's awesome.
She is going
Yeah.
to step out here.
I hate that we're fighting her, but she's awesome.
She will then say, "Ah, yes. You are one of the ones who did it. Here, I have a present for you." And then she just begins swinging the chain around. And she actually needs to be 5 feet closer.
Oh, of
and
course she does.
launches it at Kashak.
Okay.
This is gonna be fun, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be
It's
fun.
never good when your GM says that.
This is the boss of book 2. Just to throw that out there. The
You
boss
don't
of book
say.
2. She swings the spiked chain out at you. That is gonna be a 26 to hit.
Miss.
Miss.
Well, I'm actually shocked. It's
AC 27.
She rolled very poorly.
Yeah, I'm sure she did.
And she just
Oh, that was close.
you see her like smile just sour, and she says, "Oh, it's impolite to refuse gifts as a guest in my house." And then it is going to be Twinkle Toaster.
All right. To begin, I'm going to draw and drink my quickness potion. I think I'm gonna need it.
What's quickness do again? What does that do?
It gives me haste for a minute.
Oh, yo,
That's a good
that's
one.
incredible.
Bananas.
Yeet. So I don't get the extra action this round because it's at the beginning of my turn. So with my third action, I'm going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't have panache yet, so that is, I won't be able to make it through with tumble through, so that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
So you don't have the movement to get through Sheathra?
Not yet.
Okay, is it better to go around then?
Maybe. Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
Is it better to just die?
Now it's like chess. You knocked over your king. It's done. You're over.
I would like to specify that in this little icon thing, the top right corner is the X that makes it look like it's to close it out, but it's
No, it's an icon.
No,
Yep.
it totally does actually. That's so funny.
Yeah, you just
I
gotta
never
click off.
thought about that, but
Yep.
for sure it does. Yeah.
You just gotta click off. It makes it super easy for GMs to like indicate that a creature is dead. Very inconvenient for players who are just looking to close out the window.
Okay, so let's see. I was right behind
Mhm.
Oski. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
40.
What do I see?
Oh, is that where you end? I thought you had more movement than that.
Oh, I got one more move.
Without panache. So when I have
Oh,
panache,
right.
30. Okay.
a lot more, but
You see straight down, and then more like that. Yeah, it's a tough spot. Like 5 more feet would have given you a lot better vision. But I can show you this. You see the corner of
That's-
another one of these. You guys are gonna be so mad at me. But you see the corner of one of these
yours.
beers. Yes.
A beer's like a basin, right?
Yeah, I mean, imagine like a cylindrical stone cup, but it is like, 3-4 feet tall and like 5 feet wide.
Cool. Full of blood.
Yes, it's a rocks glass made out of stone, 4 feet tall, and filled with blood. And you see this another stream. So down each of these hallways, just this rivulet of floating blood pouring now into these beers. That's the end of Twinkletoe's turn, which means Bastro, you're up.
Astro will first action cast shield on himself. Second action, enter arcane stance. So you see this burst of magical energy erupt from Bastro's figure as he enters Super Saiyan mode, and then he will start striding over to where the action is. 15, 20, 25, 30. So I have 5 more feet of movement. Would I go here or would I go here?
Have you already made a diagonal?
I did.
Yeah, so then
It would just
really-
be right there.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's where I end my turn.
You're done, kid.
And then free action, Peter is going to pull out a moderate healing potion from Bastro's bandolier.
Okay. Very good. Oski, you're up.
Oski is going to rush into battle. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. First move action. Second move action. 5, 10, 15, 25. I get into there. I have dark vision for vision purposes. Third action, he'll raise his shield.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, wait, hold on. Oski would have seen that.
Yeah.
So let me reconsider my movement here. So
That's why I said you guys are gonna hate me for this, because Twinkletoe's
Yeah.
vision line just skirted it.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. He would get to there, see that there are 2 more, and probably just end here, I guess. Trying to give space for Twinkletoes, but not be right next to the other ones. And then third action, still raise his shield.
Okay. Very good. Very good, very good, very good. It is now these creatures' turns.
These friggin' weirdos.
Let's not be judgmental, Jack.
They're weird.
Oh, I'm gonna be judgmental on him.
They're weird. I don't like them.
This one, pretty straightforward. First action. Second action. Oh no. No, it doesn't make me do that. First action, it vomits blood at you.
Ray.
Oh?
Projectile
Yes. Oh.
vomits boiling blood
A+.
at you. So I'm just gonna roll that. Only a 22, so that's probably not gonna
Okay.
hit.
Does not hit. There's just vomits on the wall next to me.
Yeah, and you just get this like acrid iron smell as this boiling blood sizzles on the stone next to you. It'll then, seeing that was ineffective, walk up and it will try to punch you in the mouth because it can. That's a 23. Not a great showing. That's the end of its turn.
Will, when you woke up this morning, did you think for a second, like, later today, I'm probably going to be excited that my vomit blood action has a range? Like, that's exciting. Like, was that a thought that ever crossed your mind that you would, like, absolutely ever entertain?
I got a little confused because it actually has 2 different vomitous blood abilities.
Oh, we saw only one.
Oh,
That's good.
Bad.
So, yeah.
The one has range.
Yeah. One of them has range, one of them doesn't.
Yeah. You know how it is.
This one
Blood
will
vomiting.
zoop, come up here, attempt to punch one Mr. Oski Oskvernen. Also misses. Yeah, I mean, he'll try again just because he can. That's even lower. Wow, this...
Yeah.
That's the end of its turn. This one will scoop it about on up to here.
No.
It'll try to hit Shithra, since Shithra is directly in its face.
That's a good call.
Logan in charge.
First roll on the new die is a nat 20.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
So we're keeping that die. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oski is going to trigger his champion's reaction here and
You
call out.
Cannot see them. I don't know if that matters.
We've been over
I don't
this.
think you need that.
We've been over this. Vision, it is not a visual ability. The vision trait does not matter. The only trait it has is champion. And the only requirement is the enemy and ally are within 15 feet. We've gone over this before.
And with Katria as well. We went over this a lot of times with champions. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but like it's there.
It's a divine ability. It's like a divine ability. So it's not because I see it happening necessarily. It's like a divine thing. That's how I interpret that.
And it's actually decent to like justify it by saying like he goes down the other hallway. So Oski's like, "You coward, come fight me, or you'll regret it."
So, okay, we could talk about line of effect later, but since we've already ruled it one way, go ahead.
Okay, so you have to make the choice, and because I have a new ability with this, I am gonna ask you to pick verbally this time. No damage at all, or enfeebled 2, he gets resistance, and your monster takes persistent good damage equal to my charisma mod because of divine smite.
And it's specifically good damage?
Specifically good damage.
Okay. It'll take the persistent damage and the enfeebled.
Okay, so enfeebled 2, Shithra has resistance 11 and 3 persistent good damage on that creature.
Some stuff. 31 points down to what, 20?
20.
Bludgeoning, and then with its last action, it will attempt the grab.
The grab?
This is athletics against your, I believe, reflex. Could be wrong.
I'll look that up.
But the athletics is a 21.
Against reflex, I think against any of my DCs, it's gonna fail.
Okay, so nothing happens. And it is enfeebled 2, and taking persistence. I'll go with that. Damage. All right.
Its athletics gets fortitude DC, which would have failed. Yep.
Good. Very good.
Persistent damage would trigger at the end of its turn, no?
Yeah. How much is it?
3 persistent good damage.
It takes some damage and then still rolls the flat save, correct?
Yep. Yeah, because it's normal persistent damage.
Okay. It gets a 7, so it is still afflicted.
Nice job, Osk. Can you have that on multiple people?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's God.
5, 10, 15, 25, up to here. Swinging on Oski with a punch.
Good old flank bone.
That is going to be a 35 against flat-footed.
Wow, that'll hit.
Okay.
I am going to trigger a shield block on this.
Okay. That is for 21 points of bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. All right, down to 11.
It's then going to attempt the grab against your fortitude. That is a 27. Yeah, 27. Fail. Okay. All good, all good. Top of round 2. These things just come, and again, as they're moving, these blood vessels are like hanging off the arms and legs and chest. They're like grabbing onto the wall. They're being used as supports against the floor. And when it's going out to like punch you, you see that when it connects these blood vessels, its grabbing attempt is literally these blood vessels reaching off of it like tentacles and trying to entangle you.
Awful.
Yeah, it's gnarly. It's super gnarly. Top of round 2, none other than Kashak.
This is a bit goofy, but I guess Kashak didn't have his bow drawn for this whole thing because we left that room and then we went to initiative, and so he hasn't drawn it yet. So first action, he draws his bow, and then second action, he's going to he's actually going to hunt the creature directly in front of him,
Okay.
the one that is now enfeebled.
All right.
He will then take a shot, which is for a 31 to hit.
31 is a hit, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. That is for 16 points of piercing damage.
16 points of piercing, okay. Big hit.
Sheethra will then bite out at him as well. That is a natural 1, unfortunately.
Oof. Tough break. Still, 16 points of piercing.
She looks like a feral creature right now. She is losing her absolute mind. She's like thrashing at the walls of the cavern and like at this hallway that she's in, and she is just being a bit too ridiculous and just kind of like champing out at this guy that she like swings at a boot, and Kashak's like trying to rein her in with the reins that are on the back of her her saddle here, but she's just kind of like really in some kind of distress right now, so she's having a bit of a hard time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's not enjoying these abominations attacking her in tight spaces for sure.
Yeah.
Is that the end of your turn?
That unfortunately is.
Okay. You see this woman begin winding up the chain again, and she just says, "All right, now I want you to come here," and she tosses that at you. Natty 19 on the die.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
46.
only a 41. Only a 41.
41's a critical hit.
Oh my god.
Okay. It's going to be for 29 points of piercing.
29. Okay.
And the hook slams into your side, and then you watch as she whips the chain, and she begins trying to wrap the chain around you, trying to wrangle you. This is going to be a grab attempt.
Okay. It's against my fortitude DC then.
Mm-hmm. 34 against fortitude.
If it can crit, it does.
I'm sure it can.
That actually would not have crit if I hadn't taken this frickin' mutagen. But, you know, here we are.
Grab. Classes.
I know that grab does like really weird stuff for you.
Yeah.
For like your ability for sure. But a critical success means I'm restrained until the end of my next turn unless I move or my I escape, yeah.
So she then uses her second and third action and pulls you off of Sheethra. She yanks the chain back, brings you into the closest adjacent square to her, and makes a strike with her cleaver.
Not good. It's not good at all.
It
Sure.
really doesn't sound like it is.
This is not going to be a good time.
Let's say 30 to hit.
That does hit.
That will be for 14 points of slashing damage.
There's the save. There's gotta be a
14.
save with this
Okay.
one.
And you will also be taking
Oh, persistent.
persistent bleed damage.
Okay.
But that's the end of her turn. That's all she does.
That's it.
That's all.
That's it.
That's all she wrote.
It is Twinkletoe's turn.
Yes. I am quickened. I used my first extra action to stride 5, 10, tumble through to this side.
Okay. Roll an acrobatics.
31.
That is a success.
Panache.
Panache achieved.
Love panache.
Now, first regular action.
Oh,
Quick
so
draw and strike. Precise strike to be specific.
All right.
Gonna be a 26 to hit.
26 is a hit.
Nice.
Thank God.
Where am I? Where am I? Good. Okay. Woo! 8 plus 2, 10, 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. Okay. Very nice.
Second action.
Second action. Your
Yeah.
What?
fourth action?
Second action.
How is this your second action? You moved, then you tumbled
So
through.
my move was my extra action for quicken, so now I'm on to my regular action. So first action was the quick draw and strike.
Okay,
And then my
okay.
So yeah. technically
You
it's
were not
third
counting
action,
your
but
extra
yeah.
action. Also, you unfortunately can't use that extra action to tumble through. I believe tumble through is a separate thing. I think you can only use it to stride and strike with haste.
I mean, it still works because she used
Well,
her
yeah, it's still
quicken
yes.
move. So the extra action was just the
the stride or
The
the strike. Yeah, the strike. Yeah.
It's just
Tumble
the
through
difference.
is a stride. You
Is it?
stride up to your speed. During this movement, you can try to move through the space of one enemy.
But it doesn't matter because she strikes, so that was
That was-
her quicken.
Yeah, the strike could have been the quicken. So yeah, it all
doesn't
works
matter.
out the
Yeah,
same.
it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Fair enough.
you have 2 more actions. We're all in the same page.
Okay, third action of my 4 actions. I'm gonna do an exemplary finisher on him.
love that.
Exemplary.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a 29 to hit.
29 is a hit.
Go. Um, 66 coming at ya.
66 damage.
66. My God.
You have
Gotta
to,
be on
right?
your record.
Almost as good as 44.
Yeah, really good.
12, 16, 19, 21 points of damage.
21
Nice.
points of damage. Phenomenal. But that does remove
And
your
then
panache,
I am going to step away.
Okay.
the exemplary finisher after I hit, I get to step immediately after.
Very nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you use up your panache?
Yes, I do. And then fourth action, I will parry.
Fourth action, parry. What a full turn. What a
that
full
was awesome.
turn.
I feel like that was 6 actions.
Yeah. I mean, it was basically
love it.
5 actions, like
It's so good. It's
with
so
the quick
good.
draw.
Yeah, it's so good.
Absurd. Amazing. After Twinkle Toes is Bastro. Bastro, what you doing back there, buddy? Your friends are in trouble.
Feeling a little left out, Bastar's going to sprint up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, since he's in Arcane Stance. And then next action, he will 2-action Spell Strike this Exorian next to him.
God, it'd be so good to get rid of one right away.
Wait,
why did it just move?
I'm looking at the corner there.
What?
Bam! Fist around the corner.
If Twinkle Toes could tumble through, I think I could attack. I'm just saying.
You can attack. I'm just wondering how much cover to give it.
Fair enough.
Bam!
I am going to start with a feint, thanks to Distracting Spell Strike. We're going to find out if these guys are mindless or not. So that's a deception check against your perception DC, Will.
Okay.
Good roll. That's going to be a 29 against your perception.
The only thing you notice is that these blood vessels continue to reach out at you. It has no reaction to your feint whatsoever.
Good stuff. Okay, so they are mindless.
Good stuff.
You gained a lot of information, though, with that. That is very useful.
Good stuff.
Let's see what we get.
Come on.
It's going to be a 28 to hit.
That is it. Please roll damage.
Gosh.
What spell
I
are you
am
casting there?
casting Gouging Claw, so you see
Oh.
Pastor's right hand turn into a spear as the feathers all form into a straight line along his arm, and he's just trying to spear this guy through the head. And it's going to be, first we'll roll the actual bludgeoning damage, which will be 2d6, only +4, actually no, +6 because of my Arcane Stance. It would be higher if I actually had it flat-footed. So it's going to be 10 + 6, 16, and then 5d6 along with Gouging Claw, plus my spellcasting modifier.
What happened to our agreement about that online dice roller when you hit level 9?
Hey,
Ben, you have an Excel sheet open for this? You got your macros?
I've got an Excel
we're
open.
at 16. I remember, we're at 16.
Sir,
Everyone-
this restaurant does not have enough napkins. This is
You
a
can easily
Wendy's.
make an Excel formula for this. Easy.
There's also a really helpful application called Hero Lab.
That's going to be 33 points of damage. 16 bludgeoning, the rest is piercing.
Rest is piercing? Okay.
Yeah.
33-point big hits. The good old 1-2 from Twinkle Bastro, knocking some sense into this senseless creature. Got one more action? Or was that it?
No, that's
that was
all.
it. Oh,
That's
right.
it.
You fainted. Yeah, putting
Yeah.
some pain onto this thing. You're just watching as you spear like through part of its upper shoulder. You like feel the clavicle crunch under your impact. You pull the spear back out, and you just watch as not muscle, not bone, but just blood vessels and veins begin to fill the hole.
He'll yell out free action, just be like, hey, these seem like mindless undead. Just be wary about that. And he'll look at Oski as he says that. Come on, cleric, champion, let's do something.
For all the channel positive energies that Oski can do.
Did you just call him Claire?
I did call him a Claire, yeah.
I could use an Eau Claire.
That is my turn.
Eclair, that's what I meant.
No, it's Eau Claire on Galarian. It's a common misconception.
Eau Claire's a city.
Oski calls them Eau Claires when he bakes them.
Hero point point to Will.
I'll take it.
Good branding. That's good branding.
I'll re-roll my next cleaver strike against Kashak then.
Please. For the love of God, please.
It is now Oski's turn. What would you like to do?
Oski, let's see.
Want to do a knowledge check? A little bit of knowledge?
Knowledge.
Oski would if I hadn't already decided this based on the circumstances Oski's in. Oski is like panicking a little bit as he enters this room, seeing all the body limbs hanging from the ceiling above the pool of blood. He's like looking for the rations he just gave away. He's feeling the pangs of the hunger with all this exposed flesh around him, and sort of panicking. And he feels the tendrils on his forehead begin to come to life. He says, I'm sorry everyone, but I can't. And he's going to cast Glutton's Jaws on himself, and the tendrils are going to come to life, and his jaw is going to turn into a maw and come out, and just these like writhing tentacles are now from his exposed jaw. He's then going to second action enter Dread Martial stance. Will, this is an intimidation check against a standard DC. It's not against an enemy. It's just a standard based on level DC. So I'm going to roll that now. I swear to God, I've never once rolled this well. Never once.
But
That
you
was a good
usually
time.
get it.
It's a 27.
You can crit on this.
That is a regular
I can,
success.
but-
You have crit
Yeah,
on this in the
regular
past.
success.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means now allies within 10 feet of me get a +2 to damage. And that's what that means. Third action, I raise my shield. That's my turn.
Okay.
Within 10 feet, you said?
10 feet. So everyone but Twinkle Toes currently.
Okay, cool. Cool. It's good to know.
All right.
Go ahead, Sheathra, let's go.
Can I step into that though?
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
not like a one-time thing. It's whenever you're within the aura.
If you step here or here, you'll be fine. Like, you'll get it.
It is now all of these creatures' turns.
I'm gonna get beat to death.
This one here. Actually, we're going to start in the same order we did it last time. This one is going to attempt to punch Bastro. Bastro, go ahead and
Do
give
it.
yourself +1 from cover.
Do it.
Where's my die? There's my die.
Do it.
Okay. I will. That is a 36 to hit.
It hits. No crit. Hit.
I'm going to trigger a shield block on that.
Okay. That is going to be 4. 20 points of bludgeoning.
Reduced by
Nine.
10. No, reduced by 10.
10.
So 10.
I am not in ever stand stance, only reduced by 10.
Gotcha.
Here comes the grab.
Is that a manipulate trait, or is it just attack?
That's a good question.
Is it just a strike?
It's a
Wait, it
grab.
might just. I think it might just be attack trait.
Yeah, I think it's just attack.
It's the grab monster trait?
Yeah.
That doesn't have any traits on it.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it doesn't. No.
All right. Let's see it.
It rolled a natural one. So I'm trying to
Hey.
figure out if it has a critical failure.
I think you become grappled.
Yeah.
You grapple yourself?
That makes sense.
Wait, you can get grabbed. If you already had the target grabbed or restrained, it breaks free. But if your target can either grab you, as if it succeeded at using the grapple action against you, or force you to fall and land prone. So, Bastard, what do you want to
Make
do?
a
You want to
choice.
grapple him back, or you want to knock him over?
Knock him over. Yeah. He's
Okay.
prone.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's the funniest critical failure
That's
I've
so
ever seen.
funny.
That's so
He
good.
really tries to grapple me, and I just kick its leg out from beneath him, and it just goes like flat on its face on the ground.
So
Amazing.
Bastro, you attempt to sweep its legs out from under it. And you make contact with the leg. The legs sweep out, but you just watch as dozens of veins and blood vessels shoot out to the floor and keep it upright, like Doc Ock.
I can't get prone.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you're not done.
shit!
Yeah, that's cool.
Should have grappled it, idiot.
I should. Yeah, I'm so stupid.
Why didn't you grapple it?
So it just like goes horizontal for like half a second, and then you just watch as it.
And I knew it would do that too. That's why, like, I'm
Reverts.
Is something going on with the beer when that happens?
No.
Okay.
I did think about trying to knock those over, but I don't know if
Yeah.
it would do anything.
This guy is gonna punch Oski. It's right there.
Bring it.
He's right. He's right there.
Oh.
What's he supposed
Also,
to do?
exact same roll of a 36.
That hits.
That it will be for 12. Also 20 points of damage.
Okay. What? Bludgeoning damage?
Bludgeoning.
Okay.
It will try to grab you.
Fort DC?
This is against your fort DC. That is a 30 against fort DC.
Oh, wow. Barely. But yes.
It does grab you. Okay. It like wraps these veins and blood vessels around your arms, around your torso, and it like pulls you so that your face is just inches away from its, and you just watch as its maw opens up and boiling blood just erupts into your
Oh.
face. Please roll me a fortitude
Oh.
save.
Okay. How's a 30 play?
That is a success. You're okay.
It is a crit success.
It doesn't have crit success.
I just wanted to say that.
Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you, son.
You are grappled. It's going to do nothing because that was the end of its turn. Never mind. This one here is going to attempt to hit Oski.
God bless.
I'd like to see it try.
24 against grappled?
Miss.
Flat-footed? Okay. One more time, just for funsies. Lower. He'll roll for the nat 20. Third action attack. Nat 3, not so much. And then the fourth one here against Sheethra is a 34 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay.
Oski is again going to trigger his Glimpse of Redemption. Call out, "You accursed beast, fight us, not the animal." So you get the choice again. I'm assuming you're going to pick the do damage option.
No. No, he won't.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, so no damage to Sheethra.
It'll then swing again. That is a 21.
Miss.
Okay. One
So
more
it is
time.
no longer enfeebled, but it will take persistent damage until it succeeds.
Right.
But it's no longer enfeebled.
Here's an interesting question.
That was curious. It was a curious thing that just happened.
I'm wondering if they're weak to good damage. They might be.
Well, they're undead, so I think.
22 to hit with its third action.
22.
Yeah.
Miss.
Okay.
Oh,
It
sorry. I thought it was going back.
takes 3 points of damage. Set.
3 points of good damage until it saves.
It's only okay damage. Flat check 9, still burning alive.
These green flames.
Burning
I'm
very
burning up with you, baby.
good. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick 10-minute break. We'll be back here for the top of round 3, 8:40 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Don't go anywhere.
Goodbye. Be right back. Strap in, everybody. We're finishing this one tonight.
Yeah, we are.
We're back in it.
Let's go.
We're strapped.
Top of round 3. Speaking of strapped in, Kashak, you are currently engulfed in chains by this creature.
Very important question. Actually, let me roll the escape first. Very important escape roll. I'm gonna use athletics. It's a
Yep.
higher modifier for me.
Okay.
That is a 27 to escape the effect.
That is a fail.
Poop. I will try again. It's the only thing I can do.
It's gonna be at a -5. It does have the attack trait.
I rolled lower. I didn't roll 5 higher. I will try again for the 20. I didn't get it.
Wow.
So Kashak can't do anything this turn. He is restrained by the chains. Sheethra is going to bite out at the hunted target, the excursion that's right in front of her, with a natural 2. That's it for me. I'm gonna eat my lamb papas. See you guys next combat.
Oh man.
She bends down over you. She says, "Oh, my friend, no, you're here now. It's okay. It's okay. You will be such a wonderful gift for my friend, the Infector. Oh, he loves lizard folk." She takes a stride out to here. Will then yank your body with the chain up next to her again. Boop. Yes.
Persistent bleed damage.
Yes, please.
What do I
It is
take?
going to be 4 points of bleed. Roll your flat check.
Natural 1.
Okay. She then strikes out at you again with the cleaver. This is against flat-footed. That is a 29 against flat-footed.
That hits.
Okay.
Ah.
That will be for 17 points of slashing.
Okay.
That is the end of her turn.
I mean, Kashak is just being ripped apart. Like, he is really, really injured. This hook is buried firmly between, like, the opening in his hide armor is just, like, sunk into the back of his chest. And he is just, like, screaming and grasping at anything, trying to pull these chains off of him.
I actually lied. She does have a free action that she's going to do.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
She attempts to tie the chain off to lock you in place. She's going to make another attempt to grab you.
Okay.
That is a 32.
32 will
Fortitude.
succeed on my Fortitude DC. Yeah.
So
Oh
she
my god!
she ties the chain off and like locks you in place, drops her end of the chain, and starts looking around the room for her next victim.
What does that do? So she just doesn't have to commit to holding me anymore? Is that-
Correct. So
Yeah,
you are
yeah.
now just attempting to fight against the chains that have bound you up and that she's tied off.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, she drops the chain, and you are on the ground bleeding. And you all watch as where Kashak was just bleeding onto the ground earlier, now his blood is rising
Oh, no.
off of him into joining with the rivulets and into the beer. Let's make up those. It's your turn.
First action acrobatics check to perform.
Sure.
32.
Success.
Cool.
Probably a critical success. If that matters.
I just want the panache, you
Fair
know.
enough. What do you do? Like a backflip, somersault?
I'm gonna combine it with my next action, which is just like striding around to this spot.
Mm-hmm.
But what you see is her doing a front flip over the beer.
Nice.
I'm then going to do a dual finisher on the two on either side of me. That's a natural 20.
You get +2 damage from Oski.
That's what we needed.
Is it a natural? Is it 2 strikes or do you only roll once?
I need to double check. You split your attacks, make 2 melee strikes. So
So-
the first one to the north is the natural 20.
Okay. Go ahead, roll damage for me.
Oh my god, the second, I'm not kidding, it's another natural 20.
Really
PT is a hero of Absalom.
Unreal.
need that dice cam. That's crazy.
We really do. I mean, do you want to walk over here and check?
That sounds like effort, so I'm good.
All right, Dan, get your calculator out.
I have all the dice for this.
Odds
so...
are she'll finish the math for 2 attacks faster than he'll finish the math for 1.
Yeah, we just need Dan to do our math for us so he learns. Also, he needs to learn how to mute himself, but that's a different thing.
Unmute himself, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, start with the damage to the north.
I don't like these insults hurling towards me.
Whoa. They're not
All right.
insults.
Constructive criticism.
They are
This is the northern one.
assumptions and predictions.
Let's hear it.
Oh, so many dice. Okay. 6. Gosh. 7.
We are definitively out of napkins for napkin math.
15. 18. 21. 24. 27. 31. 34. 37. 42. 46 points of damage. To the one
Is that
on
with
the north.
Oski's +2?
No. 48
48
points of damage.
points of
It'd be
damage.
50. It gets doubled. It gets
Oh,
doubled.
50 points of damage to the one to the north.
50 points of damage!
That's a big hit. That's definitely a big hit.
It's still up?
Yeah, it's still up.
It's got
That's
more than 80 points of
terrifying.
That's 80
terrifying.
HP.
This is the boss fight of book 2, ladies and gentlemen. This is the hardest thing you've ever done in your life.
Yeah, it's serious.
Told you to strap in. I ain't playing games no more. This is
Kashak
your
got
life.
hog-tied like the gator he is.
We're gonna need a knowledge check on these things, I think.
Okay.
Knowledge check equals they have more HP than damage you've done.
4, 5, 10,
I'm scared they're healing, though.
18, 21, 24, 27, 31, 34.
We're not even high level yet, and this is already crazy
42
math.
for the one on the bottom.
42 for the one on the bottom, with the
Yes.
doubled with the 4 points of
Yes.
extra damage. Okay. Wow. All right. Yeah. So Twinkle Toes front flips
Just 92 points of damage.
over a boiling cauldron of blood, lands, and just demolishes massive hits to either side of her. Both of these creatures.
With my final action, I would like to, I would like to tumble through to over here.
Okay. Please.
I'm not kidding you. It's the same dice, and that's the third natural 20 it's rolled in a row.
That is a critical success.
Does Tumble Through have a crit success?
It does.
So you get panache, though, right? Like,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I get
Yeah,
panache.
Definitely gets panache.
He's flat-footed to me because of tumble behind. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, he's already flat-footed to me because of
flanking.
yeah.
Yeah.
flanking, but
There's no critical success on Tumble.
yeah.
Okay.
What an insane turn.
Yeah. Big. Absolutely.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Very good. Oski.
Oski. Doesn't Bastro go before Oski?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oski, you see your friend just sitting there on the ground, tied up, bleeding out. Bastro, what would you like to do?
There it is.
That's me. Hi, I'm the friend. Hi, it's me.
First action, Ambassador's going to stride 5, 15, 20, or 25. It doesn't matter. I'm going to land right there. And then second action, he's going to rejuvenate his spell strike. So he'll
Okay.
enter. You'll see the magical energy exploding from him again. Third action, he's going to roll to trip this person right here.
Okay. And this is against reflex DC?
I'm saying yes only because I don't know.
How many times do you do this? I mean, I should know it too. Athletics check against reflex DC, yes.
That's what it said, yeah.
That's what Ross said.
It's gonna be a 30. 30. That's a natural 11.
And you're not counting flat-footed? That
I'm
hits
flat-footed?
exactly.
Oh!
Yes,
She
that's
is
so big.
Incredible.
So he
prone
is now prone in front of me.
the ground. That was all three of your actions, correct?
Correct.
She's got back pain. Okay. After Bastro is Oski. Oski, my friend, what would you like to do?
What do I see these rivulets of blood floating through the air doing? Are they just going into the cauldron and then it's just boiling? Like,
Yeah.
what do I... That's it?
I mean, the cauldrons are slowly filling. Like, more and more blood is getting in there. They're slowly filling. You see it becoming more and more violent, bubbling. There's now, like, steam rising off of them.
Are, like, new ones of these going to be birthed from these beers? I think I'm going to do recall knowledge on the... Not the boss, on the Excorians.
Sure.
However you pronounce
That's
that.
going to be a religion.
Okay. 22. Not great roll.
22. Okay.
What I'm looking for is any sort of like any really interaction with this rivulets of blood, the floating. Like, are they healing from it? Is a new one going to be born
Sure.
from it? Anything sort of in that vein,
Mhm.
if there's something.
So you do know that they are undead. They are mindless undead. They are obviously called Excorian. You know that now, officially. Which are one of two things. They are either punishments for members of the cults or sacrifices for the cult. Those are generally the people who are made into Excorians, were either punishments or sacrifices. As far as the interaction with the beers, that seems to be something different. They don't seem to be interacting with that. That appears to be an entirely separate thing from these creatures. However, you do know that these creatures can essentially they can essentially turn themselves into a transfusion. They can, like, take their blood and put it into other things to potentially, like, heal creatures or
Okay.
other things.
Yeah. So Oski will share that information with the party. Okay. Second action, he is going to. I'm still grabbed. I just realized. Which one is grabbing me again? Is it the one that we've been beating up on?
This one here.
Shoot, I'm grabbed.
Oh no, excuse me. This is the one that's grabbing you. This is the one that's grabbing you.
That's the one that's grabbing me.
And it has been
I'll
hit.
attempt-
It just got decked by Twinkle Toes.
Right. I'm gonna attempt an escape, I
Okay.
guess.
So it's gonna be
Oh, God. I
Acrobatics
can't
or
roll
athletics against
well.
its athletics DC.
Unarmed attack modifier is what I'm going to be
Oh,
using.
okay.
That's one of the options as well.
Gotcha.
It's a total of a 19, but that's with a natural 1.
Yeah, that is a critical, which means you cannot attempt further escapes this round.
Man, we can't escape for shit as a party. Third action, raise my shield. That's all I'm doing.
Okay. Does Raise Shield have the manipulate trait?
I hate that you asked. Let me check.
It's just if you're attempting to use manipulate actions, you need to roll a flat check while grabbing.
Oh, okay. It does not.
Okay, so you're good.
It actually has no traits. It is just an action.
Well, that's nice of them to throw that in there. Just to free raise your shield for 2 AC. Very good. Is that the end of your turn, Oski? You do have one more
Yep.
action.
No, I don't.
Oh, right, you knowledge checked. Well,
Wasted a check on a knowledge. Yeah, this is a waste.
it's never a waste. You gained information, even if that information wasn't helpful.
Fair.
Okay, it's these creatures' turns. This one. Almost as you're shouting out the knowledge that you recall about this creature, you watch as its form begins to compress. You see that it begins like convulsing, and liquid, all of the internal liquid, this blood from this creature just gets expelled in like almost an explosion, or you feel like it would have been an explosion if the blood had not been caught mid-air as it's being expelled and sucked into the beer next to it. So you watch this dry, shriveled husk of bone and muscle collapse to the
Something going on
floor
with these beers.
as
Something going on with them.
as the blood transfuses in, and you just see Twinkle Toes, the level of blood getting higher and higher. It's like halfway up now, and it's bubbling.
It's got to birth. It's gonna
smoking.
birth one. It's got to birth one. I think that's what's happening.
I think it's gonna birth something even worse.
Yeah. Whatever it is, it's not gonna be good.
You see this woman just begin giggling from the ground. She just says, "It's almost done. It's almost done. The sacrifice. Oh, I was so far, but then you came, you added more. And now I'm close, we're almost there. So close now." This one, currently grabbing Oski once more, vomits blood into your face. Roll me a fortitude save.
There's a good roll. Thank God. Okay. That's a 37.
Critical
Oh my
success.
God.
You feel fine.
Cool.
It then tries to punch you. It then tries to punch you again. It's now this creature's turn.
So I am still grabbed, though?
You are still grabbed until you escape.
Okay.
But even with your flat-footed AC, there was no way those were going to hit you. This one to your southwest, or southeast, excuse me.
Well, I think it needs to maintain the grab, doesn't it?
Creature is grabbed until the end of your
monster's
next turn.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't maintain, so you're good. You're
So
no
I'm
longer
free.
grabbed.
Thank you, EG.
This one will attempt to hit you, but you are no longer grabbed.
Nice.
35
That's
to hit.
actually huge. Ah, fucking God. Yeah, that hits. I will shield block.
That's going to be 13 points of damage.
3 points of damage, alright.
It's then going to attempt to grab you. This is against
Uh-huh.
Fortitude DC natural 1. So you can either attempt to trip it or grab it in return.
It can't be tricked. Remember that.
Yeah, I know that, so I will attempt to grab it in return.
You don't have to attempt. You just do.
You do
as if you rolled a success.
I grab it.
You grab it. So you watch as it reaches.
Which one am I grabbing? The one to my
your
southeast. Okay.
Yeah, you watch as it like reaches out these limbs, and as all of these veins are like grasping out towards you, you manage to get your shield out around it and clamp it almost like in a headlock as you're trying to rip its head off, and it is grabbed. It has one more action. It'll attempt to escape. Attempt to make up for its own transgressions. This is against your athletics. It gets a 24.
Fail.
Okay, so he's still grabbed. The one down here, the marked Excorion, swipes out once more at Sheethra. 32 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's gonna be for 22 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
It's gonna attempt to grab Sheethra.
Okay.
That is a 26 against.
That is my Fortitude DC exactly. Yeah.
Oh.
It then vomits blood in Sheethra's face.
Okay.
Roll me a Fortitude save.
Okay. Grab doesn't affect that, right?
No.
No.
32.
32 is a success. You feel fine.
Hey, nice. Just got some blood on my face.
It's a little
Persistent damage on that one?
Yes. 3 points of persistent damage, and it rolls a 9 on its flat check, so it's still
Nice.
Burning away.
burning pretty good.
Burning up.
Thank you for reminding me. Even though I put an icon there to remind me, I will continue to forget. Top of round 4, everybody. Top of round 4. Kashak, it is your turn.
Come on, baby.
You are immobilized.
Here, this might be worth hero pointing. Not even kidding. This might be worth hero
I
pointing.
need it for heroic recovery, dude. Even if I get away, like I might still go down.
I guess that's true.
Not with Bastard
God.
next to you. Not with Bastard next to you.
Oh,
Roll
man.
the dice.
That's-
I rolled a natural 2.
What's your total?
19.
That is a critical fail, and you are unable to attempt to escape.
Sheethra bites the guy in front of her. That is a 31 to hit.
With grabbed?
I have it on, yeah.
Okay.
But it doesn't affect my hit.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
+2 to damage.
$20 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Like that.
Okay, yeah. No, that's a solid chunk. Taking a bite out of this crime.
Uh-huh. 2 of which is precision, if that matters, but I don't think it's mattered so far.
It has not, and it
Yeah,
does
okay.
not. Very good. Is that the end of your turn, Kashak?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can't do anything else, right? Like, I'm restrained, so I can only try to escape. I critical failed the first attempt, so I can't try to escape more.
Knowledge check, right? Knowledge check?
Can always
You could
roll
do
a
a knowledge
knowledge
check.
I'm not trained in religion. I can try it. Can you do it untrained?
Yes.
Right?
How's 12?
It's now this woman's turn. She's on the ground and she's just looking up at Bastro, and she just says, "You had so much potential. Such a shame you would waste it with them." She stands up. Would you like to roll?
Attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Roll
I'm
it.
so excited.
I know.
Attempting to punch her back into the fucking ground.
Get her in there.
25.
It's a miss.
Okay.
She stands. She, like, just bounces your fist off of her cleaver. Says, no, 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 no. No.
Likely-
You gave up your opportunity to live when you defied us. And then she takes a strike with her cleaver.
Do it.
That is a 32 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That is going to be 23 points of slashing.
What?
23 points of slashing. She will swing again with her third action. And she's now just like hammering this cleaver into you. It's so much wasted potential. That one is only a... that one's only a 24.
Miss.
Okay.
Yes.
Baxter's deflecting these other cleaver attacks.
Kashak, I'm so sorry, my friend.
Bleed.
You're still bleeding. You feel like extra blood is pouring out of you now.
Okay.
Feels like it's a little more leaking than it was just a few seconds ago. That is going to be 11 points of bleed. Please roll me a flat
Oh.
check.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
As your blood is literally being forcefully drained from you by
Wait,
this.
question. Could he have done the like assisted thing to like reduce the DC to? Oh, wait, it's too far past.
Not while he's immobilized. No.
There's no way. Yeah, I'm
I
fully,
don't think-
I'm
yeah.
fully
Yeah.
restrained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
7.
Still bleeding.
Yeah.
End of the Skinner's turn. Twinkle Toes.
So first of all, I would like to make an argument for a hero point on the basis of I did roll 3 natural 20s in a row on my last turn.
I think your
Wait,
reward
get
for
your
rolling
clock.
3 natural 20s in a row was rolling 3 natural 20s in a row.
But one of them was on an acrobatics check, and I didn't actually get any benefits from it being a crit success.
I unfortunately am not going to
Not
get a hero
roll-
point
oh,
for RNG. No. I'm
Despite the sheer, unadulterated skill and precision that she rolled those dice with, you're not going to do it?
sorry. If people have been using more, yeah, I might have
Just-
given one, but I haven't.
just the-
Nobody's used a hero point this session, so
The athleticism from her wrist to roll those 20s was remarkable.
Jack, you're worsening my argument right now. Please stop. Anyway. Thank you, generous DM. I will pick this up with you at another time. I will step 5, 15, dual finisher.
okay.
Dual finisher is so good. Oh my god.
First one coming in at Le Skinner.
Okay.
That's a 19 on the die for a 37.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
+2.
Oh, +2, thank you. Oh, those are some fat die. Okay.
Love that. Die.
Good.
Love that.
20, 19, 21, 23 points of damage on the Skinner.
Okay. Good hit.
Next one coming into the one to my east.
Weast.
Alright. That's gonna be 26 to hit.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Yes. +2.
That's not as fat a die, but
It's not as fat a creature.
19,
Yeah,
21,
1.
23.
23.
points.
Not as bad. Only 3 points off.
Well, the last one had 2 6s and this one has 2 1s, so
Still a fair amount of damage. Well done, Twinkle Toes.
Thank you. That was my second action.
Yeah.
Spent my panache.
Would you like to try to gain it back?
Yeah, I would. I'm just deciding how. I'm just gonna do a flip. I'm doing a flip right where I'm at.
Seems reasonable.
That's what I would do.
Cocked. The bevel.
She's got to hype herself up, man.
It's gonna be a 28 acrobatics.
28 success. She's also got to rub in the fact that she is currently unfettered. Unlike some of the party.
Quite fettered.
Say most
Final
fettered.
action is gonna be a precise strike at the Skinner.
Oh, right, you've got haste. Go ahead, please.
Okay. The 28 to hit.
28 is a miss.
That's the end of my turn.
So with this meat cleaver, she's just swinging it wildly. These massive arms, she's just cutting across. And at the last second, you're trying to get an attack in on her. You already got one, go for another one, and the cleaver just comes down in between the two of you, cutting you off. Bastro, you're up.
Astro, free action, looking dead into the eyes of the Skinner, going to say, let me show you how much potential I have achieved thanks to you. He's going to cast True Strike on himself, first action.
Love it.
Next to action, Spell Strike using Chromatic Ray. So I get to roll twice thanks to True Strike.
Wow.
Well, the first one was an 8, so
Are we all swiftly Googling Chromatic Ray?
Yeah.
Yes.
it's going to be very interesting this lane.
Oh, we know what this is.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
chromatic
Yeah.
spray, but
So, first roll was an 8.
Yeah.
Second roll is a 17. So how is a
Well
35 gonna do for you?
that's a hit.
It's a hit. I'm going to roll a d4 to
Oh, it's
see
so interesting. Yeah.
to see what kind. You see Bastro's left face. All of his different eyes on his face are slowly, like randomly, emitting different colors, until all of the eyes end up emitting the same color, which will be 2. What's 2?
It's my favorite color.
Orange.
Orange. Orange is acid, I believe.
Correct.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Straight up
It's
40
just
points of acid
40
damage.
acid damage.
Yes. So
It's a fourth
40
level spell,
points
baby.
of acid damage immediately hits the Skinner, along with 2d6. You know what? Will, can I roll to faint? Because this would technically trigger my distracting spell strike.
Already flat-footed. No.
No,
it's
Shock
just
is not providing
I'm not
flanking.
threatening.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I'm not like.
I'd rather you do that before you roll to hits.
All right, I won't do it then. That's fine. We'll just do normal damage. Next time I'll remember to say that. 2d6.
Yeah,
plus 7.
after rolling to hit and dealing damage with a spell, it's a little late for a feint.
So it's going to be a total of 54 points of damage. 40 would be poison. The rest is bludgeoning.
54 points of damage. Christ almighty. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. You watch as Bastard like winds up, almost like a disco ball. His eyes just begin to glow multicolored before they all land on orange. And just this orange glow emanates from his fist as it slams into this woman's stomach. You see just acid burns begin to etch themselves into the impact zone. She doubles over in pain, just looking shocked at the hit. It is a big ol' hit.
take a whole hit.
That
is my
that's
turn.
the end of your
Yes.
turn, right? Thank goodness for that.
Thankfully.
Wow. All right. Once more, Kashak and Twinkletoes just absolutely dishing out damage. Sorry, Vassar and
I'm about to
Twinkletoes.
say,
I'm dishing,
we're
man.
doing shit. Like,
I am here.
Bastards have
showing
been
up.
leaving.
She
I need you guys to pull your weight, okay? I am
I'm so
carrying this team right now.
Kashak, no, not Kashak. Jack. I'm sorry.
I just need people to contribute. That's all I need. Anybody else?
After Vassar is Oski. Oski, you're up.
Oski is conflicted on what he wants to do. So he's got this guy grabbed right beneath him. But I don't think this guy's been hit yet, but minus. Oski's gonna start eating this guy with his tendrils. Just
one
gonna
you've
start
grabbed?
ripping. Yeah, the one I've grabbed. Just gonna start eating him with his face.
It sounds like you made that up, like right now. Like it sounds like you just made up that action. Like that just feels right. Like you're just gonna, I don't know, eat him with his tendrils. That sounds good. That's fine.
Roll to hit.
33.
That's a hit. Roll
33.
damage.
Is it a crit with flat-footed?
That's a hit. Roll damage. Well,
That's why I asked.
because of flat-footed, that is a critical hit.
Oh!
That's why we asked. That's why we asked.
plus two, baby.
baby.
I'm sorry. Did you want me to remember the rules?
So, that's incredible. Okay. So, that's gonna be 30 points of, what type of damage is this? Piercing damage, 30 points of piercing damage. And then you see that he begins to literally, like, absorb the blood from this creature. And he's gonna get some temp HP. You see that he gets a little bit emboldened by eating this thing. And then it's also going to take persistent bleed damage because of my new ancestry feat, Bloody Blows. So on its turn, it will begin bleeding.
Sorry, how much damage
Or
was that
take
again?
bleed damage. 30 points of piercing.
Okay. And it is not immune to bleeding, funnily enough.
Second action, he will raise his shield. Third action, I am going to move next to Kashak.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. You see that this woman like looks over to the creature here and just says, "Come to me." And the same thing happens where this creature
Attack of
begins
opportunity?
to it is not a it does not it's not an action that has a trigger for that. No. This creature like shrivels in on itself. Its blood begins to pour out into the air around it, and then begins to, instead of flowing into one of these beers, it flows into the Skinner.
Fuck.
And you watch as it goes into her open wounds. It covers over the acid burns, and they begin to heal.
Oh, man.
And you watch as she is
That's
reinvigorated.
pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
And this creature is gone.
Tight.
Once again, a dry
that.
husk of muscle and bone just clatters to the ground.
We love a good dry husk.
The one that is grabbed will attempt to escape. That is a 34 against athletics.
Success.
So it is out. It will then attempt to punch you with a multiple attack.
I didn't maintain the grapple, so out of fairness, since you didn't do that to me, I didn't do it to it. I basically let it go when I moved next to Kashak, I think.
Gotcha. Rewind a little bit. First action will try to punch you.
Yeah.
It misses by a lot. Second action, will try to punch you. It misses by more. Third action, just for funsies, natural 20. Nope, natural 2. It is
It
no
takes
longer...
2 points of bleed damage.
Yes.
2 points of bleed, and then flat check.
2 points of bleed, and for the flat check, 4. Still bleeding.
Nice.
This one is locked in an eternal struggle with the great Linor known as Shithra. It's gonna try to punch. It's... well... actually, that's a close one. That is going to be 26.
That'll hit, yeah.
That is for 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
It's then going to attempt to grab.
You already have me grabbed, if that matters. I think it just gives you a bonus, or maybe it doesn't do anything. I don't know.
Maintain.
It doesn't give a bonus.
Do these abilities have the grab feature? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, so its punch has the grab trait.
You don't need to roll for that. You just do it. You spend the action and you just do it.
We've
I'm the only
gone
one
over this
who
before.
roll again
Yeah.
because of my feet.
Yeah. It's different than first edition. You just spend the
Should've
action
grabbed
and
you.
it happens.
So many more times.
Yeah.
This
So many
is
more
sounding
grabs.
familiar. We've definitely talked about this before.
Well, she's
You
still,
only need to roll to grab me.
still grabbed
Yeah.
then. Blood in your face. Roll fortitude save.
These things
I-
are gross.
Somebody
natural,
will fail it,
Natural 20 for a 36.
but that somebody is not Shithra. Get one of you one of these days. That's the end of its turn.
For the record, I would trade a low roll on this blood thing for a high roll on my restrain any day of the week.
I
Yeah.
can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Any
can
day of the week,
imagine.
I would trade that.
I can imagine. Yeah. It ends its turn. It takes 3 points of good damage. It rolls a flat check. 12. Still
Yo.
burning
It's piling up.
from radiance? Well,
Oh, green light fire for sure.
yeah.
That's good
How
good
does,
damage.
how does it manifest, Oski? The burning.
It's definitely like this aura of like this pale green light. It's not a fire or anything. It's like this pale green light that's like infecting
Yeah.
this red creature.
Is the light coming out of or into the creature?
It's like emanating from it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's infected with
Yeah.
goodness and it's burning it
So you
from
see
inside.
just like bits of the muscle just sizzling and burning away, and as pits are opened up in its flesh, just these sharp green lights are emitting from like the center of this creature. As more and more of this flesh just begins to open up, holes popping up everywhere, pinpricks of light emanating now from multiple places across it. It's actually getting pretty down with all of this burn and from Shithra. But top of round 5, Kashak.
All right. Feeling good about this one.
Yeah,
I'm feeling it. It's feeling good. I'm feeling lucky.
I can
Feeling like I'm
tell
in a
you the
good
number
spot.
you need to hit. You need to hit a 32 on your athletics.
It's a good thing that I rolled a 15 on the die plus 17 for a 32.
Oh wow.
Serendipitous.
So you are no longer grabbed. You finally,
God.
struggling, break through the chains, and they fall limp around you. You are prone and bleeding on the ground. What would you like to do?
Get up and run! Get! He go on, get! He go over here, he get! Go! Sheether bites out at the hunted target. Natural one.
I can't.
It's the funniest combat for me I've ever played. It's just so insane. Yeah, I think he would move to there, right? That's like this would start to obfuscate his vision, especially if she goes to the left. So he's going to stand here and have pretty much full sight.
Sure.
That's where he goes. Shoots her bites and misses.
It's her turn. She will use an interact action to grab the chain.
Interact? Does that have the manipulate trait?
I was just
Yeah, it
thinking
totally does. Attacks of opportunity coming in hot.
Does the interact action have the manipulate trait on it so I can take an attack of opportunity?
It does have the manipulate trait. Please take your attacks of opportunity.
Punch this woman in the face.
That's gonna be a 34 from me.
It's a 29 from me.
Twinkle Toes hits. Bastro does not.
Damn it.
AC right around 30. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know it yet? 30, 31?
I think it's 30.
I think it's 30. At least 30, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I still get that +2 from Oski?
Yes.
+2, you do.
All
Currently,
right.
you're the only one who gets it where I'm standing.
She just gets it,
It's
man.
gonna be 13 points of damage from me.
Okay. Yeah. Very nice. So she picks up the chain. She will then... She'll then hit Basro with the chain. She swings it, picks it up,
Do it.
swings it, and then swipes it at you. That is a 32 to hit.
It's
Gonna trigger Glimpse of Redemption, and Oski's gonna shout at this monstrosity, "Turn around and fight someone larger than you." So Bastro would get Resistance 11, and I'm assuming you're gonna choose the do damage option.
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah.
Okay. Bastro Resistance 11. The boss is enfeebled 2 and is taking 3 persistent good damage.
Oh, she's... yeah. So she's enfeebled. That's the backhand. And then persistent damage. Okay. That's going to be for... 15, 21 points, reduced to 10.
10.
And then she'll use the action to grab. Bastro is grabbed.
Grab.
Because that's how this game works.
Hey, Will, you forgot my persistent bleed damage.
Well, it's not extra persistent bleed, so you got that going for you.
Hell yeah.
It's just 1 point of persistent bleed damage.
Nice. I rolled an 18 on the check, so I pass and I get rid of it. I'm popping off these days.
Uh,
Yeah.
Bastro, super grabbed. That was 1, 2, 3 actions from her, so she is done. Twinkle Toes! You watch as she just wraps the chain around Bastro. What would you like to do?
I would like to begin with an exemplary finisher
Okay,
on her.
roll to hit.
Begin with a finisher.
Gonna
This is
hero
not
point
the
that
end, this
nat
is
1.
just the beginning.
Okay, that's a 31 to hit.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
+2 damage.
Thank you. Fat. Okay. 10, 20, 28, 30, 32 points of damage.
32
And I will step here.
points of damage.
Will, did you take 3 persistent good at the end of her turn?
I did now.
Cool. And a flat check whenever.
Yep. 18 on the flat check, so she's no longer bleeding.
Yeah.
Second action, backflip. Flaunting that I'm still freed. That's gonna be a 30 acrobatics.
Panache achieved.
Dope.
Anake.
Rad.
Sick.
Third action, precise strike.
Alright, roll to hit.
That's gonna be a dirty 30 to hit.
That is exactly a hit.
Yeah.
So 2 big swipes out at this creature.
11 points of damage.
11 points of
Oh
damage.
wait, no, 13 points of damage.
13
Sorry.
points of damage.
Wait, 7, 11, 15 points of damage. I'm so sorry.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Alright, I will no longer be accepting modifiers.
Sounds good. Final action, I will parry.
Hold up. You struck twice, you moved, and you got your panache.
So, exemplary finisher. After I hit, I get a free action to step.
Oh, that's
Reaction.
okay.
Yep,
That's what I missed.
reaction.
Yeah,
No, you're good.
that's why I started with that, so I could get over into flanking.
Good. It's good play.
That's just solid use of action economy.
Good gameplay right there.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Very good. Bastro, you're grabbed.
Bastro, I've been waiting for this. He's
Yeah.
going to use
Take it, grabs.
a new ancestry feat called Slip the Grasp. So he gets an action to escape, which he'll take right now. Let's see what happens if I'm able to or not. That's athletics, right? Well, it doesn't fucking matter
acrobatics, or
because
unarmed.
I rolled natural 1. So
No.
because of Slip the Grasp, I get if I fail the initial check to escape, I get a free action to escape again a second time.
But you
within this one action.
critically failed.
There is no critical fail.
But
There is for escape.
Damn it.
If you critically fail an escape attempt, you can no longer attempt to escape for that.
That's
turn.
true. Yeah, it
Oh,
says
that's so unfortunate.
hero point
Wow.
because
bold
why
choice.
not? Because why not? So I'll do that over again. Okay, that is going to be a athletics check, a 36.
That is a success.
That is a success. So now, since that was a hero point, that's still the first time I try to escape technically from this monster. I get a free action to either stride, step, or strike. I'm gonna strike out at this fucking monster.
That's a pretty cool ancestry feat.
it's really cool.
It's a really great
A
answer.
lot. Wow.
You see, Bastard just kind of like first he kind of like tries to get free from these chains, and then you see him actually just bust the chains away from him. It just like scatters around him, and he'll aim for a
Boxer.
punching at this person's actual jugular. Let's see. it's
Remember,
going to be-
multiple attack penalty applies here.
only after. That's the thing. That's the best part about this.
This is a free strike
Oh,
from his ability.
You increase your multiple
wild.
attack penalty as appropriate for the actions you took, but only after completing both actions.
Yeah, so after this, he'll have a
and the
minus 10.
strike. The strike does not have multiple attack.
Yeah,
This
but
is
you'll be
a
at minus
crazy
10 for the rest of your turn. Yeah.
But it is a 29
Awesome.
again, so I think that misses.
That does miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
Flat footed?
Still awesome.
It is flat-footed.
She is flat-footed. That is a hit.
Hey! There we go! Jack with the save.
There you go, buddy.
6.
We were talking
Plus-
about how much tactics matter beforehand.
Good stuff.
E.g. with the clutch step.
16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So you pop out of these chains, punch her in the face. She takes some damage.
I still have 2 more actions.
Yes, but you are at a
I'm
minus
going-
10 multiple attack penalty.
That is correct. Minus 8 because I only attack with fists thanks to agile. But second action, I'm going to enter. I'm going to replenish my spell strike. So you see Bastard erupt with this bursting magical energy. And then third action, I'm going to cast shield on myself, and that's going to be my turn.
Okay. After Bastro is Oski. Oski, you are up.
I'm flanking with Shithra on this guy, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
First action, he is going to bite the face off of this thing. That's 25.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yes. 16 points of piercing damage, and you see again Oski consume a portion of this and get emboldened. And he gets a little stronger. So 16 points of piercing as first action. Second action, he's going to step to here. And third action, raise his shield. So now everyone but Shithra is getting my +2 to damage.
Huge.
All right. So, is these creatures' turns. The Skinner snaps, and both of them just crush, and blood just expels into the air, slamming into her wounds. She has been beat up, and you watch from all of these different cuts, these bruises, these scrapes, where she is bleeding. This blood from the Excorians is pouring in, and she's just absorbing it. You watch her just get engorged as she heals from this. And with these two, just make sure I'm doing math right. Yeah. You watch as this stream enters her. And when this, like, steam clears from that boiling blood, she looks like she is fully healed.
No.
Great. That's fantastic.
But these are gone.
We don't know how many hit points that was, guys. It's all right.
Yeah, we don't.
Okay.
And you know, one target is significantly better than multiple.
So much better. This whole hallway's cleared up for Shithra now. We have so much more mobility. It's great.
Yep.
Only one person to grab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ungrabbed. Nice.
Top of round 6. Kashak.
Kashak, seeing his decisions be made much easier for him, he will kind of limply pick up his bow, draw back an arrow, hunt her first.
Okay.
I think he will then kind of command Shithra as he's doing this, but he'll fire first. Just for some good flavor on there. That's a 27. That's going to miss.
7 is a miss.
But that is going to lead her to spend 2 actions striding up and then biting herself. So against flat-footed, that is natural 2. God damn it. That is my turn.
Okay. She is now, like, breathing heavily, sweat pouring down. She's, like, caked in this viscous, like, coagulated blood that has just been washing over her. Just these heavy breaths, and she just looks at, looking back and forth frantically, and just says, "It matters not. Twilight comes for you all. I am not the first, and I won't be the last." Oh, you have no idea what's in store for you. And then she will swing the hook at Twinkletoes.
Enfeebled 2.
Yes. That is a... that is a 34 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. That is
I'm gonna trigger. I'm gonna trigger my Glimpse of Redemption. So resistance 11. She will remain enfeebled 2. Remain taking good damage.
18 down to 7 points of damage.
Okay.
She will spend the action to attempt to grab, so I do have to roll against you?
Yes.
Okay. So this is an athletics against your fortitude. That is a 37.
Yeah, that succeeds.
She will then hit you with the cleaver, or try to hit you with the cleaver. 33.
Yes, that hits.
Oski will shield block, take resistance 10.
Thank you.
17 down to 7. And you are now bleeding.
Gross.
Gross indeed.
That is her turn.
Takes 3 persistent good damage.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, well done.
we both put it.
Then we both took it off.
No, I didn't. You
oh.
just did.
I took all of them off at the same time. There we.
Will, stop messing with my character icon.
Okay. I'll leave it alone. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Okay.
She takes 3 points of damage. She rolls a 19 on the flat check. Okay. It is now Twinkletoe's turn. You are grabbed.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is roll to escape using acrobatics and activate my shark tooth charm.
Okay.
Natty 19. That's gonna be a 38.
That is a success. You are free of her chains.
Cool. Sweet. Okay. Cool. So my shark tooth charm didn't actually do anything because I succeeded, so it's a little bit of a waste.
We
but it's
love
okay.
talismans.
They're a great system. Yeah, they work really well.
Second action, I'm going to okay, so I'm escaped. So
Yeah, you're free.
okay. No longer grabbed. Second action, I'm gonna do a confident finisher.
Okay. Don't forget the -4.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. That's a dirty 30.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Two, 5, 10, 16, 18, 20 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah. So you
+2 from Oski.
I got it. I added it in. Thank you.
explode out of the chains, stab her. You got one more action or 2?
2. Third action, I'm gonna do a backflip performance,
Okay.
acrobatics.
I love that just like every 6 seconds she's just flipping or
No, like literally, she's just a whirlwind. All you see is like tumbling and then a like
I love
in the
it.
midst of all of the tumbling. Like
crazy.
While being the highest DPS character we have.
it's a 31 acrobatics.
Success, yeah. You have panache.
Nice. Oh, I clicked the wrong one.
Oh, Ben, your Dread Martial stance is
Oh,
a
I'm
status
still
bonus.
bleeding. That's what that is. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
pretty big.
It's good. It's good.
Bless up. Bless up.
Final action, precise strike.
Okay. Don't forget the -8.
Yep. It's a myth.
All right.
I should have
Uh,
parried. It's okay.
Pelly.
Blood is just being drawn from you. You take 6 points of persistent bleed. Roll a flat check.
All right, what do I need?
15 or higher. Stop bleeding.
10.
Still bleeding. Okay. After Twinkle Toes, Bastro. Big boy Bastro bowed to
Big
her.
boy Bastro.
You see Bastro's right hand start cackling with electric energy
Cackling,
as
not
he's whining, as he's whatever. Going in for the actual spell strike punch.
What spell are you casting that
Yeah.
guy?
This shocking grasp at fourth level.
Chromatic grasp.
Yeah, that's what I almost said that. Shocking grasp, 4th level, so 5d12
Fourth
if I
level.
hit.
Ooh.
That's fat.
Ooh.
It is flat-footed thanks to Twinkle Toes.
You know it.
32.
It's a hit. Roll damage for me.
+2 damage.
All right. I'll start with the 2d6 plus 9, thanks to it being flat-footed against my arcane stance.
Is anybody even low on
17.
health? Kashak, how are you doing?
I am brutalized. I am horrible.
Okay, at least I got one close.
I'm 31 of 125. Sheethra is like 30 of 89. Yeah. Actually, we both have 31 hit points.
Oh, twinsies.
No. Yeah, no, I got rocked.
Yeah, but you guys are rocking her. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho.
She's used up all of her health bags.
So that's going to be 17 points of bludgeoning damage on top of 47
Oh.
points of electric damage. So a total of
Plus 2?
64.
+2.
66. Excuse
That's a tie for the record on the network, and it's not even a crit.
You got 47 on 5d12.
I did.
Pretty good.
Dan Roldan has rolled 66 points of damage in one attack 3 times in this campaign.
But not over.
66 is my lucky number.
Not over. You've still got one more action?
I do. Third action, I will rejuvenate my spell strike, and that'll be my turn.
Alright, I'll allow it. Oski, you just hear this deafening crack, like thunder striking just inches away from your face. You see electricity arc across her body. You smell burnt hair and flesh. What would you like to do about this situation?
So Oski has these terrifying black tendrils just emitting from his neck and face, and this voice that's clearly not Oski's is just gonna say, "You like blood? Give me some of yours," and he's gonna attack the boss.
I've got a bucket over there if you want that.
And that's a natural 20 on the die for a 38 to hit.
Critical hit, roll me damage.
Ooh! Out of the box. Not great rolls. 12. So 18 points of piercing damage. Oski will also rejuvenate some. And that's a lot. For some temp HP, if it matters. So 18 points of piercing, I get temp HP. She is also now bleeding, which will trigger on her turn. That was my first action. Second action, he will raise his shield. Third action, after just taking a chunk out of her, Oski's going to attempt to demoralize her.
Okay. Roll.
So this is against
Intimidate.
Will DC.
Yeah.
Will DC. And that's a natural 16.
Are all
The
of my
good
DCs,
rolls are coming.
All of my DCs are will DCs, or
Yep.
how does
You can do that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll just
It's
take
your
my
lowest-
I'll just
that's the
take my
lowest
highest
number?
then. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your total?
I need a moment after that to change. That is a 35
That's a
intimidate.
success. She is frightened one.
She's frightened 1. That's my turn. So she is frightened and bleeding after Oski is done with her.
Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Fine. Yeah. Cool. Uh-huh.
Alright. Okay.
Top of
All
round
right.
7. Kashak.
Kashak's gonna enter point blank shot stance. Get a little extra bonus to his damage should he ever decide to hit. I think he's actually going to take a Hunter's Aim Strike, which adds an extra action, but it's going to be +2 to hit, trying to counteract just the complete garbage that I've been rolling. That is a 13 on the die for a 34.
It's a hit. Roll damage.
+2 to damage.
That is 20 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And Sheethra is now going to bite out as well. Natural 1. Sheethra's rolling like garbage. Again, just like flailing and complete berserk rage in her eyes. She's like bashing her tail into the walls of the hallway, and she's almost knocking over these spears and cisterns, but just bashing her face. Can't seem to land jaws.
Just imagine the basilisk at the end of Chamber of Secrets.
Just
Like, after that.
Flailing
long
around,
neck, just
slamming into stone.
swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's my turn.
All right. Ben, would you mind pausing the music for me?
I don't like that.
Bleeding, haggard, pummeled, fresh bruises, split cheeks, ripped ear. The signs of this struggle clear on her face. She heaves breath one after another. Looking back and forth, she just says, "It's fine. It's okay." The Grey Queen comes, and she will make this world anew. And I know you have no place in it. And as she's cackling, she draws the butcher's cleaver up to her neck, slices, and you watch just spurts erupt, pouring into the beers at either side as they begin to bubble over. I would like everybody in the room to roll me a reflex save.
Why?
All right, I need to ask Will. Does my armor give me a bonus to this reflex save?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Will, you said the credit queen? The what?
The Grey
Queen.
The gray.
The Grey Queen, champion of credit ratings.
What?
The gray queen will
That's
come
just-
for you all. Is that what?
Grey
Yeah.
Queen will come for you all. Yeah.
Dirty 30.
The Grey Queen will build the world anew, and you all have no place in it. Kashak.
27 for Kashak and 21 for Sheethra.
Okay. Twinkle Toes.
33, and I have evasion.
I also
Awesome.
have evasion. Kashak does.
Basra.
30.
Oski.
The back half of this episode has been great for Oski. I rolled a 35.
35.
Hey!
Twinkle Toes and Oski pass. Bastro, Kashak, and Sheethra fail. Sheethra is a critical fail. The already boiling cauldrons begin to bubble over almost instantaneously as the Skinner's blood touches them. And you feel this shock wave of force emanate as boiling blood is sent scattering across the entire room. Twinkle Toes will take no damage because of evasion. Then I will give regular damage for Kashak, Oski, Basra, you take half. Sheether
I did not
takes...
pass.
Hmm?
Is 30 a pass?
I wrote it down. Basra, you got a 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fail.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
So you'll take regular damage. Sheether will take double.
Okay.
Just give me like 2 seconds here. It's gonna be... It's gonna be 40 points of damage.
That's the normal damage.
That's the normal damage. Halve it, or double it, or take it as needed.
Kashak and Sheether are dying.
Wouldn't Sheether be dying too, since it was a crit? Yeah.
She sure is.
Not to point it out.
Wow.
The Skinner's body collapses to the ground. This red haze, almost mist, begins to settle in the room. Oski, Basro, Twinkletoes, as your vision returns to you, you see both Sheethra and Kashak unconscious and dying on the floor. And that is where we'll pick it up next week.
Oh my god.
Thank you all so much for joining us. That was the boss of Book 2. And we'll see you next week.